Okay, and
Yes.
we are back. Right, we're live. Woo!
Yay, we're back for the season 5, episode 4
Yeah.
of The Walking Dead.
Good old Walking Dead. I love that guy's voice. It's always, ooh, I get a chill every
Of
time.
The Walking Dead.
Previously on The Walking Dead. Love it.
AMC of The Walking Dead.
So, yes, we're back. Joyce, it is a pleasure to talk to you again. To go
Yes.
over another, in my opinion, another kick-ass episode. It was very,
It's really kick-ass.
yeah, very, very 80s-esque,
It
if you
kicked
understand.
a lot of asses.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know about kicking ass. No, but it was very, very much 80s. It had like an 80s tone to it. Like, have you ever
Yeah,
watched
like
too many movies?
the policewoman's hair, it
Dawn.
looks like 80s. Yeah, Dawn. Yeah, her hair's like 80s.
No, not really. It was just a
No,
tone.
really?
No.
Felt like it.
Yeah.
It has a
It's
tone,
okay.
like a bluish tone, the whole
Yeah.
episode.
Well, it had like the synthesizer to it, but but again, we'll get into all of that later. I
Yeah.
guess we'll start where we always do, the very beginning. Now, of course,
Yeah, with the eyes.
yes, Beth waking up, she doesn't know her environment at all. She's looking around, she's in a hospital room. And the great thing about that scene is that you have a ticking clock. It is so, yeah, it's a great symbol to everything else. But
5:15. Do you think it has anything to do with anything?
what's that? The time that she woke
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just random time.
Oh.
Maybe dinner time. Maybe that's why they're waking her up.
Oh, dinner time.
And of course, the people waking her up is the Dr. Edwards and Dawn, the female police officer.
Well, no, she woke up by herself.
Well, she woke up by herself, but
Yeah.
she was greeted by Dr. Edwards and Officer Dawn. And you could tell that Dawn immediately, she was very much the person in charge, just by explaining to her how she was.
How she was captured. Well, not captured, saved.
Yes.
Saved.
Saved.
We don't know yet.
And now you owe us, girl. You know what that means. You got to work for what you've taken.
As soon as she said, "Now you owe us," I was like, "This woman is crazy."
This woman's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, Beth being in the hospital and she's making her tour around, and I guess she's
working. She's helping out and working.
Yeah, she's pretty much a she's just working as an orderly now.
Yeah, and she's a nurse. Like apparently she can do needles.
Yeah. Well, apparently she's helping out Dr. Edwards there, who he seemed like generally a nice guy, but with everybody in this world, you're thrown into a position that you do not want to do. Like he does whatever it takes to just live day by day, and
Well, at the beginning, at least, I thought he was the good guy. Well, he's still a good guy, I think.
Really? You don't think that...
I didn't know. I didn't think that he was anything fishy. I just thought he was kind of nice. He's like probably the only person that can kind of have some kind of sense of humor, or like kind of nice, kind of normal. But
yeah.
I guess they say if you survive so far, everybody has done something, right? That's what Rick said.
Yeah. Well, just like the priest and Edwards, I think they're just people that they're very passive. They'll just kind of obey to whatever orders are given, because they just think that as long as there's order or a functioning society, they'll contribute in any way, no matter how maybe questionably moral it is. But yeah, I mean, right away when that patient, Beth was introduced to this first patient that apparently wasn't getting any better. And the doctor had to pull the plug right away, because he's just like, well, Don's orders says if he's not getting any better, he can't be wasting resources. Boom! Pulls the plug.
Right away.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna do what they have to do.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, but that's what makes what happened next more interesting.
Well, what happens next, my dear?
what's his name? Dawn. She brought in, I think that's her boyfriend probably. Travis. Travis,
Oh,
that's his
Travis.
name.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Now that wasn't the boyfriend, but there was something very significant about him. Like there was a
Yeah.
reason why, Dr. Edwards essentially said, well, this guy's about to die. Like he has internal bleeding.
Yeah.
We managed to just temporarily save him. There's
Yeah.
no point at all to just let this man die. But Don knew something. There was a reason why Don wanted to keep this individual alive. He had some sort of um, sorry, yeah, he was able to contribute somehow, or she knew him.
It's it's weird because there were a lot of information. Like I wish I watched it again. I could have watched it again because there were a lot of information that I missed. Like a lot of things I didn't really quite understand.
What'd you miss? Or
A bunch of things. We can get to there like later, but yeah, about that, about the relationship between Dawn and Travis,
Mhm.
and the stuff that girl was saying, like the girl that got her arm cut off, the
Yes,
stuff that she was saying.
I did take down her name, but oh, I don't. For no, no, I didn't write that down. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
But
and the talk on the roof. I didn't really quite understand exactly what they were trying to say, because they talk really fast and like the English was difficult.
yeah. Well, not too much was really happening on the roof. It
Yeah,
was immediately after Beth had confronted Dr. Edwards, just saying why you were being Dawn. There are other options.
right.
You don't have to stay here like I do. You could leave at any time. And
Yeah, he paid his
he
right
paid his dues.
dues. Yeah,
I wouldn't say the fact that he paid his dues, but he's just somebody that is, contributes a lot. He's a doctor essentially, and
yeah.
that's a very good sort of position to be in because everyone
Well,
else are only law
also
enforcement, right?
yeah. Also, he wants to be safe. He doesn't want to go out there to
Yeah,
see all the walkers, and
yeah,
some like that's why after that he brought Beth to see like oh so Beth was asking him uh why why are you willing to stay here, and he said okay here is the reason why I'm staying
yeah.
here because all the walkers. I think it's pretty reasonable for him.
It's the closest thing to a normal life that he can get. I mean,
Yeah.
again, being a doctor, I'm sure he's not an individual that's been roughing it very much. He's not much of a survivor outside of the four walls of a normal hospital. So he's
Yeah.
doing whatever he can to just kind of keep what he knows afloat.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, as even if it's
Even
morally questionable.
he had to kill someone. Like, not the first one, the Travis.
Travis,
Yeah,
the other guy there,
he
yeah,
killed him.
yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
Well,
Because did you go back and watch? Like after he said so he told Beth to give him a shot,
mhm.
and after that he said no, I didn't ask you to give you to this give him this. I asked you to give him something else.
This
But
other
it's
medication,
actually.
right?
Did you go back and watch it? See what he
Uh,
said?
no, I didn't quite go back, but I had assumed that Beth seemed so sure about what she had recommended,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, that it seemed a little bit fishy. Again, um, Edwards is very smart. He seems like a very smart individual, and he knows that that patient. Um, he had to get rid of that patient somehow, either to show Dawn that he doesn't need to be, or that she can't control who lives and dies all the time. I just ultimately felt like it was a
Oh, I
message.
didn't know
That's what I thought at
because
first. I thought
well
he wants to
because
get a
like
message to
that.
Dawn.
Oh, that's what you thought first.
At first, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's a actual reason behind it
Right.
because he was also a doctor and like they went to same school or something.
Yeah.
And if for some reason like if Travis still stays alive, he would die
Right.
or he would have to get out or something. I
Right.
don't really I don't really quite understand why he had to do that. Do you
Well,
understand?
it was just towards the end when Beth was asking him flat out, "You
Yeah.
knew he was a doctor. Is that why you gave me the wrong prescription so that you can die, so that Travis can die and you remain the only sole doctor? That way, Dawn doesn't have to eliminate you or get you out of the group." And you could
Yeah.
really, the true sense of cowardism comes out in that moment where Dr. Edwards, he just, confesses, yes, this is absolutely what I had to do.
Yeah.
I ultimately want to keep this position and I don't want anybody else moving in, and even if it takes killing somebody else,
Yeah.
perhaps not as brutally as you may think, but as long as I get to stay where I am, I'll do
Yeah.
whatever it takes. So
Yeah.
yeah. Now, we completely jumped ahead of the
Yeah.
game there. We totally missed out on all the other
No,
members in that hospital.
well, because this episode, it was there were like so many storylines and so many different people just in like this 1 hour
Right.
episode. So
Yeah.
it's so hard to just, randomly talk about all these people that would happen at the same time.
Right.
That's why I'm like, okay, let's get this guy over with.
Let's get let's get that ending out of the way. Yeah, that's true. It is kind of difficult to kind of walk through the entire episode when the most
Yeah.
obvious thing is right there in front of us. But Beth happened to meet a friend who, by the way, is one of my favorite actors. He's from the television show Everybody Hates Chris.
Really?
Tyler
He is
James.
actually famous?
He was in a popular television show
Oh,
before
cool.
this. His name is Tyler James Williams. Very, very nice guy, and it's great to kind of see him kind of getting work because he was a child actor, and most child actors,
Right.
I hate saying
Well,
this, but, they don't really get too much work afterwards. But he did a fantastic
yeah.
job just playing that orderly, and his whole backstory of both him and his father was found by Dawn and her group, and
Right.
his father had to be killed, and
Yeah.
kind of a bit of a tragic story, but
Yeah, it's like they only take whoever's stronger. It reminds
they
me of
only
the
take the
game
weakest.
again.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
reminds me of what? Sorry.
The Walking Dead game, the Telltale game.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I
there is a similar storyline to it.
right.
Yeah.
I,
So
I
like, hmm?
oh, I was about to say I haven't played the game at all, but
Right, right.
yeah,
Yeah, but like there's a similar storyline is there's this place that they only take people who are stronger and they kick out whoever that's weaker and sometimes they kill them. Like if you're a kid or if you're elder, they choose to kick you out.
wow,
That's basically what it is. And I think it's kind of like what this hospital is. Like they wanted to only keep people that are stronger, especially like the woman Dawn. She was telling Beth, "Oh, you're weak," and she was like confronting her that she like suicide before.
right.
So yeah, I think it's really similar. And also, they made what's the kid's name again? What is his name? Noah. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Noah. She also told. Well, she took Noah because I think that's what I heard. They took Noah because he's the only stronger person, and
hmm
they have to kill his dad or like his family.
yeah.
Was that what happened?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
He, both him and his father was found by Dawn, and they only had enough resources to save one of them, and they
Right.
chose Noah just because Noah was a little bit weaker, and they knew that his father would be very resistant. He would pose a problem, and
Yeah.
and Dawn ain't having it. She just wants people. She wants people that are passive to benefit group
Yeah.
and benefit the hospital. And our boy Noah was perfect. I mean, when it came down to just the small little scenes of just getting him to clean hair and organize her clothes,
Yeah.
he was very passive about the whole thing. He's like, yeah, make sure that the clothes are separated and folded neatly, and et cetera, et
Yeah.
cetera.
She
And
said he's her best worker.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So um, now,
But it was nice that he's really nice to Beth.
yeah,
He gave her lollipop.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Which,
First, I thought a doctor gave it to her, and she also thought it was a doctor who gave it to her.
yeah, yep. But
Yeah, I'm
nope,
glad
nope.
that
It's good old Noah. I could tell he's being all
yeah.
smooth, trying to get in there with Beth.
Jeez.
She's like, "Hey, girl, yeah, I got some candy for you." Which reminds me, speaking of being dirty,
Oh my gosh.
there was another officer
Ugh,
there. Gorman was his name,
I
and
don't know his
absolutely,
name.
absolutely just
It
dirty.
was
The dirtiest of the dirt cop. He
of of The Walking Dead.
of The Walking Dead. You know, I have to, just on a side note, whenever they have like really rapey scenes like that, I think I get more uncomfortable with that over like the blood and gore and this and
Right.
that because
Yeah.
it's men of power just kind of taking advantages of beautiful young women, and I just can't stand that. And Mr. T don't stand for that. Sorry, that just came out of nowhere.
It
But
was so weird for us to watch. We were just like, what? Is this really happening?
yeah, it was pretty
Especially
dirty.
Beth is supposed to be around 19 years old, I think, at this point.
I think she just turned 18, legal consenting age. But
Really? She just turned 18? Like, I thought she was 18 before, wasn't she? Like, when I first met her, she was 18, right?
no, when they first met her, she was very young, and I think when Daryl and her, if you remember in last season's episode,
Yeah.
when Daryl and her were just kind of off trying to find moonshine, Beth was saying
Yeah.
that it was her birthday and she wanted to actually have her first drink.
Right,
So
she just
yeah,
turned
so
18.
I think she just turned
Right.
18. So in any event, that Gorman,
That's
what a filthy, filthy character, and
Oh, it was so gross.
I
The
don't know.
first time when he saw her, the first time when he appeared, I think he said something about thighs or something, and then I saw that, I heard that, I'm like, wait a minute, what are you talking about?
No, he was talking about one of the walkers. By the way, do you remember the term that they call walkers? Was it like the Grubers or something like that? It was something odd. Every
Oh,
group always has a different name
right.
for walkers, but in any event, he was just saying how we saw a walker eyeing her thigh, and he came in
Yeah,
and saved the day, and already, he was just looking at Beth the wrong way, and
right.
he's one of those individuals that really tries to prey off the weak and fulfill whatever desires he has.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It was gross.
yeah, pretty uncomfortable, but he got what was coming
He
to him.
got it what he deserved.
Yes, he did.
I
It
was
was
so
brutal.
happy. I was like, he died so fast. I'm so happy that this whole season has been really like, how do you say it? Like fast.
Everyone that deserves to die dies quick. It's
Yeah,
not
I
kind of
love that.
long. You know what? I think this may be the one time that I kind of wanted him to. I wanted to savor it a little bit more. You
Yeah,
know.
that's what like it feels like I wanted him to do more bad things and it dies way worse.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. That whole I know exactly what you mean. Just being eaten by a zombie.
Yeah, no,
That's
not
one
enough.
thing. That's
But
not enough. Not
like
for this guy.
Rick has no, or Daryl has to go to him like stab like everywhere.
Exactly, exactly. Like giving girls lollipops, say, duh, how's this lollipop for you? Duh, like that, like that, duh. That's essentially what we want to see, but sadly, we did not get. Now, bum, bum, bum. Oh, love how they're all eating guinea pigs. That's kind of a nice little,
Yeah, but
nice
isn't
little supplement on your diet there.
I feel like guinea pigs should probably taste like rabbits. Have you
I,
had bunny
I,
meat before?
I have had rabbit meat, and
Yeah, I
it's
had
actually
preserved rabbit meat before.
right.
Yeah, it was really oily,
Yeah,
I think.
most of the kind of smaller critters tend to be a little bit more oilier, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. Could be
I don't know if our viewers like to hear about this. I'm just gonna say that they're really oily.
yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Oh well.
I think
Now,
they're fatty.
Yeah, it's all that juicy screw. It's because all the
Yeah.
fat is compressed, and they're constantly jumping around. I
Yeah.
mean, it can't be all muscle. It's got to be a jelly
No.
sort of texture. That's why they kind of move around like that. But
Right. Especially guinea pigs. They don't move so much. So.
yeah,
Anyways.
yeah. Anyways, getting totally a little off topic here.
Okay.
Now, of course, again with the end, we have Beth attempting to get away with Noah, and
Yeah.
they just
The whole
barely.
time was intense.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
again, going back to that whole 80s thing, that score, music score, kudos to the composer. I keep telling you that it was a very kind of 80s episode, and simply because it had that whoop, 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 great
Oh.
80s, classic 80s score. So,
Really, that's what it is?
yeah, that's why I kind of add to it, what I
Cool.
kind of liked about it.
But yeah, that part that when they got down the elevator area, it reminded me of the game again because the game had exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I
But yeah,
I really need to play this game.
you really need to play that game. That game is so good.
One of these
It's
days, whenever I have time.
right,
Whenever
yeah.
I have time.
It
So,
takes a long time to play.
how
Yeah?
many? Well, in any event, so going back with Noah, do you think he'll be okay? Do you think we'll live to see him another day, or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to you at the
Yeah.
end.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene I think is the most intense scene of the whole episode. Was them trying to get down the elevator. First,
Yeah.
when Beth got down, I was like, "Oh Noah, you can do this. You have to. You need to get down." And when
Right.
he fell, I was like, oh no, he's gonna die, and like he's in like the body pool, and the zombies walkers are gonna go to him and eat him.
Yeah.
And I was so worried. And I'm glad that he survived. And do you remember Beth? How she just killed?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
killed like almost all those walkers all by herself with
Yeah.
one gun.
Well, she's been around. She's hung out Daryl. She's hung out with Daryl, and when
Right,
you do that,
right.
it makes you an
She's
automatic
tough.
badass. She's always been a tough girl, and
Y-
it's
Uh,
unfortunate. Well, of course she wasn't, but over time,
yeah.
ended up growing a
Oops.
bit of a backbone. That's right.
I dropped. I dropped my. Yeah,
Yeah.
too excited. But
Yeah.
she's actually I actually got a lot of respect for her this time because she
Mhm.
actually can do it. She's
Yeah.
killing all these walkers with one gun. It's just like there's the bullets. She always had the bullets in the gun and just they never ran out.
Mhm.
I saw there was like 20 walkers and she killed most of
Walkers.
them.
Yeah. And I'm like,
And
how many bullets
yeah,
are in that gun?
yeah.
I think. Did you count 20? Because I think I counted maybe about a dozen.
It feels like a gun like that. How many bullets should be in a gun like that? I don't really understand.
When
Honest.
I get my gun license, which is never, I'll let you know.
Probably like
Yeah,
10.
yeah. No. I think it ranges between 12 to 24, maybe.
Yeah.
I could be off. If anybody's out there that wants to write something in the comments, let
Yeah.
us know how
Yeah.
many bullets go in that. I guess it was a uh, I don't even know what type
I'm
of gun
sure.
it is. That's
I'm
how
sure.
terrible I am.
Yeah. I'm sure viewers. There's a lot of talented viewers. They can look at the gun and know what gun it is,
Yeah,
what name it
right.
is.
Yeah, it'll tell us if it's a semi-automatic, exactly how many rounds, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
viewer, for letting us know.
But I'm so glad that Noah got out. Like he was tripping and he got out. I'm really happy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even Beth was happy. She had that little
Yeah.
smile, like, you did it, man. You made it
Yeah.
out, son. You're out.
She sacrificed herself pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then she
So,
went crazy. Well, not crazy, she went really tough. She started showing everybody, okay, I'm not weak. Yeah, remember that talk with Noah and her? Noah was telling her that you're not weak, I'm not weak. They don't know what kind of people we are,
right.
and he wants to get out, and that's why they got out,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the whole part that she stole the keys and the stuff that she did to that policeman, whatever his name is. Yeah, she was like doing spy work, and like I was thinking if Noah gave me that kind of quest, if I can do it, I was thinking, oh, he was saying you should go to that her office and get the keys from the drawer, and I was like, wait, slow down. What are you saying? I can't do this.
Dude, it's not alone. Yeah.
Yeah, she was really good.
Hmm.
Let's see. What else?
Now I'm just I'm checking our
We're
group to see
checking
if we're getting
our.
any comments or anything like that.
Oh,
Is that
about that girl. That girl, she got her arm sawed off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how did she? Like, what happened to her exactly?
I think
They were talking about it.
she attempted to escape. That was
Right.
pretty much her first plan because she did not want to be a slave under Dawn anymore. She
Yeah.
just couldn't handle it, just being an orderly, constantly working for these people, and she just tried to get out. And Dawn, of course, just to keep everything in order, she brought her
And
back, threatened to cut off her arm, etc. And yeah,
right. Well, you remember Beth? She was saying something. Apparently, like the way she said it, it sounds like that girl also got raped by that policeman.
she did. She
Oh,
absolutely
she
did,
did?
and
Yeah.
that's why.
Apparently, Dawn was ignoring the whole saying, like she was being weak, and she just wants a policeman, like her people, to help, so that she can't really control them. She let them do whatever they want.
Whatever makes him happy. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that she had said. When her officers are happy, they can do a better job to bring other people in. So
Yeah.
even if that means Gorman having to, have
Yeah.
his
She.
with some of the females, then
Yeah. She even had a
unfortunately,
talk. Yeah. When she was talking to Beth, she was saying like, "Oh, if you do whatever to make these officers happy, that's your place.
yeah,
That's
that's
a
your
good thing."
job. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I'm like stupid. I'm glad
Well,
that Beth actually told her off at the end. But like the police, what's her name? Dawn. She just liked to slap people.
she's
She
all
slapped Beth
Dawn is all
twice.
about that bitch slapping. Whenever she gets the opportunity, it's just like,
Yeah.
don't you talk
Like
that. Even when Trevor, the patient, immediately when he was brought in, and
yeah.
Dr. Edwards was saying that he won't be able to help this person, she takes it immediately out on
Right.
Beth.
Yeah.
Just
She
like, you
turned
know
around
what
and slapped.
they were.
And
Beth's
then I
like,
was like,
what
what?
the hell? What was that for? And like, you know what that was for. That was for existing. It was really, it shocked me. But I
Yeah.
was really, like, any scene that had Dawn in it, I need to find out the name of this actress because she looks so familiar. I think I've seen her in something else. But she dominated every scene she was in. The tension
Yeah.
was thick, and she just knew how to be so stern and, I don't know,
And
not
cold
and cold towards everyone.
and scary.
Yeah, scared me half to death.
She's really aggressive.
Yeah, well, you got to do to be a real leader. That's what you need to be. And
Yeah.
I was thinking of a bit of a parallel between, we have three different established camps. We have the governor's camp, and of course we had Terminus, and now we have this other hospital where, you
Yeah.
always have a jaded leader. You got your jaded, whatchamacallit, governor, your jaded,
Yeah.
uh, oh
Governor.
gosh, I forget, what's our Terminus leader, his name? Rest in peace, whatever
He
his name
was.
is.
Oh man, let me see.
That's okay.
Garion,
Gar-
Garland,
Gar- Gareth, Gareth, Gareth,
Gareth,
Gareth,
Gareth.
something like that.
Yeah.
And essentially, he was just about eating people and being a king cannibal. And
Yeah.
of course, Dawn is really just hoping to get things ready to be saved. She's just the type of person that's so naive in the
Yeah.
world that she's created. She just is hoping, she's just hoping by, just keeping through a normal schedule, day to day, doing their daily routines as
Yeah.
helpers or officers of the law, that maybe, it will lead to good.
Yeah.
And sadly enough, she's too naive and she doesn't know. She doesn't know that help will never come.
Yeah. They're living in Atlanta, right? Right
Yes.
now?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the first place they shot it at?
Yeah. The whole show is taken, yeah, it's all in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, wasn't it the beginning? Like that's where everybody was?
Well, that's where Rick had gone in hopes of finding, his wife
Right, that's the
and
beginning.
Carl.
They're back to that city.
Yeah, yeah. It's simply
Ooh.
because, that's where one of the best hospitals would be.
That's so weird. They completely missed them. Like if Rick actually were saved by them, it would be a completely different story.
Oh, well, we don't quite know the timeline of when they went and established that place, so,
Right.
it can vary. I don't know.
Yeah. Something will connect. Sometimes like they take place in Atlanta, they have to connect it somehow.
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess the big finale there of just before Beth was about to take control and stab Edwards right upside the head.
yeah, she wanted to kill the
Yeah,
doctor, the only doctor.
yeah. She's like, "You coward! I'm gonna kill you for the coward that you are." Lo and behold, who do we see being wielded in? My
Yay!
girl, Carol.
What do you think happened to her?
Now, I don't know.
But
I,
this
I,
is
I, I can't even throw out a theory. There's no clues. All we know that it's her. Now, do you think there was some sort of when Daryl and Carol had gone off chasing,
mhm.
I guess the officers, that seems to be their logo on the back of the car is the cross, like some sort of missionary work, essentially.
Um
They followed them, got into a fight with them and a scuff, and Daryl managed to get away.
right.
And oh,
Oh,
I
you mean
think, I
hmm?
think. Wait, actually, all right. Here's my theory. All right, here it
Yeah.
is.
Okay. I'll hear your theory
All
this
right, and then
time.
you give me your theory, okay? And
Yeah.
then actually, you know what we need? Well, I'll tell you in a second. So Daryl had and Carol had gone off. They caught up with our police officers. They got into a fight.
Yeah.
Daryl escaped.
Yeah.
Carol is now being brought into that hospital to kind of work.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, Daryl met up with Noah,
Mhm.
and Noah said, "Hey, Beth, yeah, I know her. She's back at the hospital."
Mhm.
And then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go meet up with my people, and we're gonna go out there and save her." That's what
Yeah.
I think. That's the theory I got.
That's my theory too.
Okay, but you had okay, cool.
That's
But
the exact theory. Because earlier you were asking if Noah is gonna show up again, and
yeah,
that's my theory. I think he's gonna
that's
show
your
up
theory.
again.
All right, well
Yeah,
there
for
you go.
last, yeah, the end of the last episode, he was like, Carol is not here, but here is I bring this person
Yeah, exactly.
here. So
Sean's like, "Where's Carol?" Oh, come on out
yeah,
here, you
yeah.
mystery character.
I that's why like if you say that he's pretty popular, at least back in the day, I think they're gonna keep him for a while,
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
He's very likable. The television show, by the way, is called Everybody Hates Chris. Do you know the comedian Chris Rock at all?
No, I probably know the face. I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he essentially had a TV series and it starred Tyler James Williams. So yeah,
I will look it up. I
yeah.
will. I've probably seen it somehow,
Some
somewhere
Googling.
on
Well,
TV.
so that's my theory. Though I wanted to mention this, we need to have like a title card for your theories because they're usually
Um,
pretty spot on every time. So if that's your theory, coinciding with mine, then there you go. That's probably going to be it. So there we
yeah.
go. There we go. I think that's a wrap for the episode.
Let me see. I think that's right. It's so weird. I had so much. notes, so many notes, but like it felt short. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was generally not too much of a eventful episode, but it was more so about the tension. It was really,
Yeah.
Beth dealing with this crazy new world environment that she's in, and
I like the whole episode was bluish
a
tint.
blue overtone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cold. It looks really it's a cold episode.
It's a cold hospital,
Yeah.
freezing day in Atlantis City.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
look
we
forward
can
to
I
next
think we
week's
can
episode.
oh, I watched a little preview for the next episode.
Oh, I did not. I don't know
Oh,
what's going to be coming down the way. I
I
always
also
see it.
watched a little sneak peek for
I
the
want
list.
to, but most of the copies that I end up getting, they don't have it with it. So
Do you
I'm
want to
just
know
gonna
just one thing?
one thing.
Just one
Okay,
line.
just one
It
line.
has
All right.
nothing to do with the episode. It's just
Okay.
one line that
All
you
right.
need to know right now.
Bring it to me, girl. Bring it.
So, Glenn and Maggie, they were talking to what's that guy's name again?
Abraham.
No, the
Abraham.
other guy,
Nehemiah?
the other guy, black hair
Oh,
guy.
oh, the scientists.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I'm terrible.
what's his name?
Eugene.
Eugene, yes.
Right.
They were talking to Eugene, blah, blah, blah. And then Glenn was asking him, so why the hair? And when Eugene was like, because I like it. And it was so funny. Yeah, he. it
Cool
you
story,
have to
bro.
watch
Cool
it.
story. I
Good
think I
story,
need to
bro.
watch that, Jones.
You have to watch it. It
You
was
know,
really funny.
you like totally built that up, Joyce. You're like, oh my God, Mark, there's one line. Oh, I gotta tell you that one line. Okay, all right, that's it. And I'm just like, oh, Joyce, bring it. Ooh, ooh. And I'm like, that's it. He likes it.
No,
All
you have to watch the way they said it. It was the good timing that made it funny.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I know that it's one of those had to have been there sort of jokes.
It's a lightning
Yeah,
scene. Yeah.
right. Okay, cool. I look
Okay.
forward to
Fine.
it. Sorry. Well,
Okay.
Joyce, yeah,
I
I
think
had
that's it.
another awesome time. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Have an
Yeah.
awesome time. This
Where
episode
can I
was
what? What?
what? Huh? What? No,
Where can we find you?
by me, oh well, actually, it's like I just wanted to say like this
Oh,
past episode, it was kind of a little difficult to kind of talk about because we didn't really normally follow a real narrative. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
yeah, because there were so many events back and forth. But we'll kind of nail down something a little bit organized next time. But until
Well,
then,
Well, I think it depends on episodes. Some
yeah,
episodes they have like just one group of people and they're telling one story. But
right,
see, like episodes like this, we need to kind of change a different way of
yeah,
like talking about it, because
yeah.
people watched it. They
Yeah,
know how
exactly.
it
No,
went.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
They just want to hear our
Yeah, they
opinion.
want to
That's
hear the
all.
craziness.
Yeah. That's all they want.
Good, they just don't quit. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Well, until next week, uh, where can the beautiful people find you, Joyce?
Find me. I'm HuzRedy, and you can find me right here. The link
Down
here.
below. Cool. Well, and if you people want to find moi, just go to the Real MG channel. The link should be right here as I
Right there.
open my laptop. Right there, I have a whole bunch of animated shorts and a few reviews. And you can listen to us if you don't like seeing my ugly face but like hearing my beautiful voice. You can check us out at SoundCloud, wherever the link may be, either in this
It'll be right here.
right there,
No, right
there,
there.
down there, right there, still
Here.
there. It's somewhere, wherever it's at, wherever feels like being. Click it, check it out,
Right.
and yeah. Whoop. Here.
Oops.
Oh my God, we're so disorganized today. Well, thank
That's
you,
fine.
Joyce. I had an awesome time. I look forward to doing this again next week for another
Yes.
awesome episode of The Walking Dead.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Done.
yeah, you take it
Done.
easy, and I'm
Okay,
out.
I'm gonna
All right.
stop this now.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.